Hello, following on from May's edition of the Monitoring Academy newsletter, this is Genes. My name is Mark Leftwich and this is Shaun Rodger.
Hi guys.
In these sessions we're going to show you monthly all the top tricks, notifications, alerts, any important information that you need that may help you. We're going to cover all the top blogs, DW answers, videos that we've produced on the Monitoring Academy. So this is hopefully a condensed version that you can pick up this video, 10 minutes a month, and you should have everything you need. Today we're going to kick off with the top videos. So the first video was produced by somebody called Sarab in our US team. This one shows you how to import all the OS agents reports into TCR. This can be a little bit hit and miss sometimes, so this video is really good if you want to see how to step through step by step to get these reports in without any problems. I definitely recommend that you check that one out. The second one on the list, I believe, is yours, Shaun.
It is, and this is basically just a video where I'm hoping to help you guys when you come to log a PMR with us. We still get PMRs sometimes coming through to us where it's literally a one-line description of an error. There's nothing in it for us to work with. So hopefully when you take a look at this video, it covers the kind of information we need so that if you send the PMR to us with this, we can immediately start working on it. We don't have to come back to you and ask for logs or clarify things. We should be able to start right then and there.
Definitely. The more information we can get up front, the quicker, as Shaun said, turn your PMR around and hopefully get you a resolution quickly. So it helps us, and in turn it will also help you. So please do check that one out.
So next thing we're going to look at is the top 3 blogs of the month, and I believe you're going to cover one by Sandra Jones.
Yeah, so the first one up is situations not starting on an NT agent. This one, again, is quite rare, but it's good for those people out there. If you've got a standard set of situations you run across agents, when the TEMS processes them, it bundles them up into a group before it deploys them down to the agents. This makes it slightly more efficient on your network and for the TEMS to process it, but there are occasions where very rarely you will see problems with this. So on this particular instance, a customer was running an extra situation above the normal baseline on one of the agents. That particular one agent was having trouble starting. It was actually found through a little bit of diagnosis that that one extra situation was causing the problems of the agent starting. So if you see this sort of thing happening, you can turn the grouping off on your TEMS by using CMS_duper equals N. This will stop the situations being grouped and deployed, and therefore each individual one will be deployed, and you can see those individuals in the logs rather than the group name. Now, we don't recommend you turn this off for just running general practice, but if you are seeing problems with the odd agent not starting correctly with a standard box of situations going out, it's something I'd say definitely try. If you're still having problems, then maybe come back and raise a PMR with support and we can give you a hand. Okay, so then I think the next one up is yours, Shaun.
It is. Now, this is a blog by Fran Martinez, and it's covering dashboard application services. Specifically, it's the new version of TCR that's come out, version 3.1.2.1. It's a fairly short blog, but it's very useful. It essentially shows you how to go through and manually install the reporting services component. So it's well worth a look if you're having any problems or if you just want a bit more information.
Definitely. It's full guided with screen prints, so you can see what they're actually doing. You can follow along with yourself. I used it myself. It's very helpful.
It really is. The last one is one by Jens Helbig, and I think you're going to talk about it.
Yeah, so Jens has put a very short blog out. This one is just showing you the release of APM 8.1.3. It came out this month. So if you want to have a look at that, maybe start playing around with that in sandbox environments, seeing how it can add on. 8.1.3 has been pitched as an add-on to V6. So V6 will still be your core infrastructure monitoring management as it is now, but there is new features, especially around the IT CAM side in 8.1.3 for new platforms and areas like that. So maybe you're looking to upgrade or maybe monitor new areas on maybe Red Hat 7, things like that. APM 8.1.3 could be the place. So have a look at that blog. It's got a download link for all of the packages, and it's also got some new features, tips and tricks links in there as well. So if you're thinking around that area, definitely check that one out first. Okay, next up on the agenda, we're going to be looking at the product's updates and notifications. This is all the flashes and notifications that are produced for ITM and TCR. So first up on the agenda, I believe, is a Cognos one.
It is. This is a problem with Cognos BI, and this affects all the versions that we ship with TCR from 1.3 through to 3.1.2.1, which is the current version. This is a problem with the version of Java that comes bundled with it. There are vulnerabilities in it. There's no local workaround for this. There's a fix you need to download. There's a link that we will provide to you, and yeah, we would advise that you get that into your environment as soon as you can. So the next one we're going to look at this month is another Cognos one, and you're going to cover that for us.
Yeah, this one's quite a specific issue. So if you're trying to export TCR reports in either CSV format or Excel format, specifically with Internet Explorer 11, you may notice some of them fail. This is due to the full file name length. So it's the path, the file name or report name itself, and the extension on top of it. Now, this is a limitation with Windows, unfortunately, so the only workaround that you can use for now is to shorten your report name, and hopefully if you can get it down under 218 characters in total, you'll have no problems, they'll all export. As I said, this does only happen in IE 11, so if you use Chrome or Firefox, you won't have this problem at all. So if you are hitting problems using IE 11, maybe try switching browsers or just shorten those report names down. Okay, third on the list. This one is a security vulnerability in WAS and TCR, I believe.
It is. Now, this is specific to version 2.1 and 2.1.1. Again, we've got more vulnerabilities. This time it's with WebSphere Application Server. Again, there's a fix available, and we'll give you a link to that. So please get that downloaded, get it into your environment as soon as you can. So after that, Mark, I believe you're going to talk us through the next two, and the first one is a problem with TACMD login.
Yeah, so this one is specifically for AIX. For those of you using AIX on your TEMS, you're trying to use TACMD to log in. Sometimes it is failing, and that is due to, unfortunately, a permissions error on the config files. Now, by native install, there'll be no permissions problems. Unfortunately, some customers are hardening their OSs and they've touched the file system of ITM during this process. So if you are having problems logging in with AIX specifically, I would check out this bulletin, or if you go onto the APM forums, I've written a blog specifically on this that will show you how to troubleshoot login problems in general for TACMD, and also specifically how to change the permissions on the config file for AIX. So hopefully if you're getting that, just quick check out, you should be back up and running again.
Okay, thank you for that, Mark. And the last one we're going to look at is a change to self-describing agents and interim fixes.
Yeah, so self-describing agents, a feature I love in ITM at the moment. I'm not a big fan of installing application support everywhere, so the fact that it syncs through the environment for you, brilliant. There's been a good update to this as well. So now it's not just main releases, IF releases for OS agent packs are now self-describing. So if you install an IF, you should see that filtered right through your environment, through the TEMS, up to the TEPs, and you shouldn't have to touch application support for any of them. So if you are looking to upgrade soon, you're going to use an IF, hopefully that'll save you a little bit of time with application support patching.
Yeah, that's a really good feature. Really glad to see that.
Next up is a news section that we're going to do in each newsletter going forward. This is new APARs that have been released. So we wanted to add this section so you're aware of any new bugs that have been found, so you can hopefully prepare for them should you be using the areas of ITM these occurring. So the first one up is unfortunately that the OS agent doesn't stop on Solaris, I believe.
Yeah, this is APAR IV84770. Now, I should point out this is specific to Solaris 11.3. If you're using a previous version, then you've got another problem. You're not hitting this APAR. And essentially, it's where the OS agent won't stop unless you use -F, so it actually force it to stop. Now, this is something level 3 are aware of. We have an open APAR, but we don't have any workaround or remediation yet. As soon as we have a fix or a workaround, we'll let you guys know in a future version of the newsletter. So moving on after this, then I believe we've got another APAR, and we're looking into agents and backup servers.
Yeah, so this is for the TACMD set agent connection. This only applies on 6.3, but unfortunately at the moment it's not always honouring its backup server, so the B server parameter in the configuration file. To make sure you're not getting this, you just need to make sure that you're setting the protocols, IP pipe or S pipe, and the address of the primary, followed straight away by IP pipe or S pipe at the backup server, and make sure the line in the config file is above the one that has B server listed. If you do that, you won't have any problems. When the orders change for some reason at the moment, it's not always honouring in all cases the backup server. So just check that. If you have agents failing over and you're not seeing them connect to the backup, it could be that. So again, that is APAR'd, will be fixed hopefully in the next fix pack coming out, but just be aware. Next on the list is a Linux agent that unfortunately it bends. Do you want to cover that one?
Yeah, certainly I can go through that. And this is APAR IV84599. Now this is a really specific one. This is not something you're likely to run into in your environment, but we have an issue where the Linux agent will sometimes randomly crash with a core file. The watchdog will restart it, so you won't lose comms or anything like that, but it's still kind of annoying. Now, this is something Level 3 are looking at. We have an open APAR, as we've said, but it's proving a bit difficult to pin down. It's related to the timings between the temps and the agent, so the chances of you running into this are very small. But if we get any more information about it, we will, of course, keep you updated. So, moving on. After that, I believe you're going to look into one regarding error messages.
Yeah, so this is a GUI error message. When you've got your lovely TEP login box up and you put your username and password in, sometimes if you get errors, you see a little error message on the bottom bar in that. So this is just a simple GUI error that sometimes if you're logging in with either the wrong ID or password, you should get a little KFW error that says wrong ID or user ID or password used. In this case, it's not saying that, it's saying that there's an internal error on the TEPs. Now, normally internal error on the TEPs means exactly that. Something has gone wrong TEP side, rather than there's a password issue. So just be aware of that. It may actually be that you're using the wrong username or password, or maybe just fat-fingered. So just be warned that it won't always display at the moment that you've put the wrong user ID or password in.
So last this month, we're going to take a look at DW answers. And Mark, I think you're going to kick us off.
Yeah, so this one is a specific error with a TEPS fixpack installation. So if you're installing a fixpack on your TEPS and it hits an error and aborts for some reason, one of the reasons can be on Windows if you haven't got full path names enabled. So if you're using a DOS prompt, you can actually run a quick command to see if program files comes up as program files or program files 86, or it comes up as program-1 or 2 for 64-bit systems. It's rare occurrence, this does happen. Most Windows systems have this enabled already, but if you do have it disabled, it can stop the fixpack installation. It's required for ITM to install on Windows. So just check that one out if you are having problems with your fixpack installation.
So this is a specific problem with the ITCAM for RT agent, and this is where you get verification point failures. Now, Eric has provided some really good feedback on this. He's got some great steps for you to look at. Essentially, this looks to be a problem with remote desktop protocol. Basically, don't use it. The recommendation here is that you use VNC, and Eric's provided some great steps to follow through to verify this and to install what you need.
Yeah, hopefully you won't hit that one, but it's specific if you get BWMRF0125E errors. So you should see those in the logs, you should see them on the screens if you are having it. As I said, it doesn't affect everyone, it's just certain systems, but RDP does seem to be the cause of that one.
Actually, those errors kind of trip off the tongue, don't they?
They do. Yeah, so this is a good DW answers by Eric Montagnon and Kevin Baldwin in the L2 IT CAM teams. This is looking at the rational products, so rational performance tester and rational function tester, and what versions supported with IT CAM for transactions 7.4. So this one has been posted, it's been answered, but there's lots of people chiming in on this at the moment with different tips, tricks, and as the new versions come out, they're adding to it. So it's definitely one to probably read and also follow in the future. Next and last on the DW answers list is about TACMD update agent, I believe. Do you want to cover that one?
Yeah. So this is basically, there's a new parameter you can use with TACMD update agent. It's the -K, and this is when customers have used secure main in the environment. So we have a really good answer on that from Norman. He provides a lot of good information, a lot of good steps, and a link to a tech note that goes into further details. So again, well worth checking out if this is something you're looking to use in your environment.
Okay, that's it for this month. Be sure to check out in between next month's newsletter all of our social feeds. We obviously have the blogging on APM Developer Works and the YouTube channel. We'll keep posting tips and tricks on those in between, and we'll roll those all up again for July's newsletter. So take care and see you next month.
Bye guys.
See you later. Thank you for watching this video at the IBM Monitoring Academy. We appreciate your feedback, so please feel free to use the comments box below. We'd also love you to check the thumbs up box if you appreciated this video. We have added several helpful links to the YouTube comments box below so you can find all our other content on social media. I would definitely recommend that you check out the blogs on DevWorks. Take care.